Yeah. What's up, stream? Today we're just gonna be chilling. Chilling and where's my TV remote? Hey, Bubba. Alright, so we are going to be playing Half Sword. It is a demo game. It hasn't been released on Steam yet, but it's fun. Ah, ooh. Ooh. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the volume for this.
Speaking we of terms, not of swears.
What? Already? Maybe I need to aim for the people's head.
Thy braver is proved. No need for more proof.
Let's do fist fight. Fist fight. Oh, I know how to do this. Damn!
Gotch hooks.
Get back up! Come on, character! Come on! No! Character, please! Let's get up! Come on, you spawn camper!
Rauchen. Ragamuffin.
Fortunately,
Be heavy upon me.
I can't do anything because bam. No, I don't think I should even be saying what I just said. Die, die. Easy.
Therein blood spilt. Twixt us.
Oh god, I'm scared. Ooh, he's like the annoying one. You see? Already. It's like, I really can't even do anything. It's like I wait, no, if I crouch, he could just right to my head. Get to the ground.
Too much hath been lost, while loss and more.
Ooh, I want us to do something. I want an uppercut.
Blimey! Gotch hooks.
Oh no. Oh no. You bloody mucker.
Gosh! Dart.
Get away from me, you bloody mucker.
Zounds!
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Bravery is ruined. No need for... Now, sir! Swat! Eggard! My God's bones! Crikey! Darn! Blast! Gosh!
Oh, come on.
Eggard! Zounds! Blimey! Headphone!
Oh god, I'm losing.
Be not the cause of my death.
Cuckold!
Get away from me.
Dark! Consider ere the battalion joineth the camp. Darn! Crikey! Dart!
Ooh.
Swine!
Mercy beside.
Ooh. You bloody mucker.
For the love of God.
Eggard!
Ooh.
No!
Zounds!
Oh god, I'm scared to do the next one.
And I got this.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Get away from me! Uh. I'm gonna do that because I'm a little. I'm a bit of a. I want to do the most damage. I want to see if I can even just
Sign the
one
hand,
shot
good
one.
sire. Let us not. Blimey! Gosh!
Be not the cause of my death.
What gain is there in bloodshed?
No!
Blast! Darn!
I cried. Have mercy on me.
Turn we from this path. Ere it. God's hooks! Swive! Dart! Blimey! Crikey! Zow! Darn! Gosh! Peace, for whalers are left.
I'm a peasant. Alright, now let's go back to normal.
Fibber de Gebat!
Show me kindness on the forbearance.
My God's bones!
I am asking mercy. Be not the cause of my death. Be not the cause of my death. Have mercy on me. I spare belief. I pray. Let mercy, good sire. I am asking mercy. Mercy, good sire. Be not the cause of my death. Have mercy on me. I spare belief. Mercy, good sire.
Eggard!
Asking mercy. For the love of God. Do me no harm.
Blimey! Let reason
I
rule and
pray,
where rage
let me
might
go
reign.
hence unharmed.
Let us parley rather than perishen.
Oh god, I'm scared for this one. Please, Mamma Mia!
Hellway! Zow! Darn!
For the love of God, do no harm, but let me leave. Have mercy on me. I spent leave. Mercy this time. I got my dream, and I got this. Grant me leave to live. Sway me kindness on the forbearance. Have mercy on me. I spent leave. I got my dream, and I got this. Grant me leave to live. Sure, I am at thy mercy. Let not thy hand be heavy upon me.
Swipe! Gotch hooks! Gosh!
Oh, is it because I stepped out the damn ring?
Crikey! Blast!
I pray.
We seek in
let
no
me go
quarrel with
hence
thee,
unharmed.
knight.
Damn, alrighty. Miss. Miss. What happens now? Jesus, where am I?
My God's bones! Dart! Gosh!
Be not the cause of my death. For the love of God, do me no harm, but let me live. I cry thee mercy. Sway me kindness on the forbearance. Have mercy on me. I spare belief.
Eggard!
I got my... For the love of... Mercy!
Well, new weapon.
Get away.
Ooh, damn. Get away. So it came back for more. Bubble gum simulator. Low battery. I don't care. Wait, why am I in my private server? I don't remember joining it. Or did I? Oh, I did. Twos are underscore yummy. Hmm. Ooh, I could do a giveaway, but I just don't know how. Like, I know the concept of a giveaway, but like, how do I get in a small enough server to be able to do them? Because people join quick. Look how many of these I have. Let's do it to YouTube. Ha, that getting a
So,
free
so
eye.
are you here?
Like, I want to, like, guess the dog's name.
But I think you already know the dog's name.
I watch you a lot.
You watch me a lot? You from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
Ice.
His name is Ice? No, I changed his name. Yeah. His name is Spice now.
How? How can you change his dog's name?
I just changed it. I want to change it today.
So what?
His name is Spice. Look,
His
you
name
see?
used to be Ice. What, you
Yeah,
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 every year?
He used to be, yeah. Not anymore.
Switched it up, who me? 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 Switched it up, who? Switched it up, who me? 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 Switched it up, who? Switched it up, who me? Switched it up, who me? Switched it up, who me?
Hmm. Ooh. Ugh, I don't want to hear that. Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Daw. 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 Hey.
The Note 9 is dead, or at least that's what Samsung wants you to believe.
Toby.
This phone was abandoned years ago and it's stuck on
Bam.
Android 10. But what if I told you that with a
Bam.
little bit of work, you can bring it
Bam.
back to life better than
Bam.
ever before? Faster animations, modern One UI features, and
Ow.
even Galaxy AI on
Ow.
a 2018 phone. I was so ready to let go of this phone, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I completely revived it. I already did something like this previously with the Galaxy S6, where I managed to put Android 12 on it, a 10-year-old phone, and it went from being borderline unusable to actually pretty good. So why not give the same bubble bath treatment to the Note 9, because it's such a beloved phone. After all, I only spent like half a day trying to revive the S6. I definitely didn't have any problems with it. It's not blue. There's nothing here. I'm pretty much a professional now. So I watched this video right here, which will show you step by step how to install this ROM, which means that I don't really have to show you, because if you want to see me suffer, there's a video for it. I think all you need to know is that you need the Exynos version of the Note 9, and at least for me, I had to wipe the whole storage, so be prepared. But what I will show you is how insane this phone has become. It even has the flash on for some reason. So when this phone was on Android 10, it was noticeably slow and laggy, which I don't have the footage for because in my last video I said this. No, I'm not gonna switch to the Note 9 because this thing is actually pretty slow. I was so ready to return this phone, but then something happened. I got attached to it. I kept picking up this phone instead of my main phone, especially when I wanted to lay down and plug in my wired headphones and enjoy some content. There's something unexplainable about this phone, or maybe there's something wrong with me. In the last video, I also said that it doesn't make sense to buy the Note 9, but with this custom ROM, with Android 14, it changes everything. And actually for
How even good is it? 8 gigabytes of RAM. Bye bye, buddy. Bye bye. Alright, back to what I was saying. Comes with 6/8 gigabytes of RAM. Exynos 9810. Uh-huh.
for two reasons. For one, on eBay, at least in the UK, this thing can be bought for about £150 in an 80+ condition, and probably a lot less in a less pristine condition. And the fact that this phone is completely usable with all the modern One UI 6 features, it's a pretty good buy. Goodbye. And two, this makes this phone a perfect secondary phone, which this thing has become. I'm actually not going to return this anymore. It doesn't have any social media or anything that would distract me. It just has the essential apps so people can reach me and I can check some important information without getting lost in Instagram reels. And with Android 14, this thing feels a lot better. And I know it's probably mainly because of the One UI 6, but the animations are smoother and stuff just doesn't take a million years to open anymore. And sure, there's an occasional stutter here and there, but if you compare this to the 8 Elite, which is inside the S25 Ultra, how is this thing even alive? If this phone was 120 Hz, perfect. I also think that the fact that I have this next to a 2024 flagship OnePlus phone, it kind of ruins the experience for me. It's not very fair. And look, the Google Shelf is here, the new control panel is here, the cool widgets, even Galaxy AI is here. And I'm not a big fan of all this AI stuff like the AI Composer or having this AI in my notes app. Since when do I need AI to just write down my thoughts or just make a shopping list? What happened to just pen and paper? Speaking of pens, the S Pen still works. You can still whip it out while the phone is locked and start drawing, and it saves the note when you put it back in the hole. And if the phone is already unlocked, this menu pops up, and if you close it down and hover over the pen icon, you get this cool glowing animation, and you can click the button on the S Pen to open it. And the button still works if you want to use it as an eraser. One of my favorite features is actually this Sketch to AI feature, which lets you draw anything and then it turns it into a better drawing. You see this drawing here? It turned it into something like this. And why is it useful? Because it's fun. And now the battery on this thing is pretty useful. Yeah, still cool glowing animation. 6, but the S Pen still works. You can still whip it out while the phone is locked and start drawing, and it saves the note when you put it back in the hole. And if the phone is already unlocked, this menu pops up, and if you close it down and hover over the pen icon, you get this cool glowing animation, and you can click the button on the S Pen to open it. And the button still works if you want to use it as an eraser. One of my favorite features is actually this Sketch to AI feature, which lets you draw anything and then it turns it into a better drawing. You see this drawing here? It turned it into something like this. And why is it useful? Because it's fun. And now the battery on this thing is pretty good. I must have bought this phone with a fairly new battery because it was actually pretty good even before I updated it. And there's glue all around the edges. Someone definitely busted all over it. But I think the major improvements actually come from Android 14. So in this article, Google's Vice President of Engineering explained how they've done a ton of work to reduce CPU activity of background apps, and that the team has managed to reduce the background activity by 50% measured off the CPU. And what does this mean? Apparently, much better battery life. You basically download more battery with this update. What's interesting is that when I was on my way to work on the bus, this thing dropped 10% from 30 minutes of just scrolling Chrome, which is not that bad. But then after my 6-hour shift, this thing dropped another 20% from doing absolutely nothing. What? The standby on this thing is very questionable. I must be tripping because one day this thing is sipping power and the next day it's chugging while doing. Any downsides from downloading this ROM? Well, there's actually quite a few, but not all of them will affect you. Firstly, the Bluetooth functionality from the S Pen is gone. You can't pause your music or take remote selfies anymore, so it's an S25 Ultra now. Google Pay doesn't work, and there's this thing with the Bixby button. When I was installing the ROM, it asked me if I want to reprogram the Bixby button to something else, and I selected the camera. It basically turned it into the action button from the iPhone 16, so when you press the button, it springs up the camera surprisingly pretty quickly. However, the button doesn't work if the phone is locked, so if you're in a rush to take a photo, you have to start fingering your phone to unlock it, and only then you can press the button. And when you press it again, you can actually take the photo. But in the settings, there's also options for double press and press to hold, and they don't work. And I'm sure there's probably a way to reprogram it, but from the settings, it doesn't work. The iris scanner also doesn't work, probably because there's no software for it. When I was setting up the phone, I actually got an email congratulating me for getting the S22 Ultra, which I assume is how this phone gets the One UI 6. It tricks the system pretending to be another phone. Switching to the 2x lens is also kind of buggy. You get this weird double jump effect, and occasionally the screen flashes green. In terms of app compatibility, every app that I wanted to get works apart from one, the Blackmagic camera app. I don't know if it's because the phone is too old, or it's because it's running a custom ROM, or it needs Android 15. It doesn't tell you, it just doesn't work. But I think that's it for the downsides. So should you install this?
Y'all feel like streaming.
Absolutely.